Hello and welcome back to another breaking news update. My name is Jimmy Boyd and you are watching Boyd News. I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. Guys, if you don't mind, please smash the like button on this video. It really helps out with the YouTube algorithm. It'll push the video out to more viewers, and that way more people can see this just like you've seen today. And also, if you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing to the channel and hit the notification bell, and YouTube will notify you as soon as a video goes live. And we do put out several updates every single day. Okay, so thank you so much again for tuning in, guys. I've got major breaking news coming out of Iran. It looks like Iran has now attacked Pakistan, guys. They've launched multiple missiles and drones into Pakistan. I believe this was again in targeting terrorist organizations that were linked to what happened just recently in Iran. There was that terrorist bombing during the ceremony for General Soleimani, who was taken out in 2020 by Trump. There was at least 90 people that were killed during that event and several hundred who were wounded. So it was a major terrorist attack, and now Iran is getting revenge on all these militant groups that have taken responsibility, and ISIS ultimately took responsibility for that attack. So they're going after all these groups in different countries. Yesterday, they just attacked Iraq and Syria. Now we have them over here bombing Pakistan, guys. So there's a picture there of a ballistic missile being launched. And yeah, they were bombing Pakistan just today, guys. So this is breaking news coming out right now. I've got an article that I want to review with you guys here. Iran says it has launched attacks on what it calls militant bases in Pakistan. Iran launched attacks Tuesday in Pakistan, targeting what is described as bases for the militant group Jaish al-Adl, state media reported, potentially further raising tensions in a Middle East already roiled by Israel's war on Hamas in the Gaza Strip. Confusion followed the announcement as some of the reports soon disappeared. However, any attack inside of nuclear-armed Pakistan by Iran would threaten the relations between the two countries, which have long eyed each other with suspicion while maintaining diplomatic relations. The reported attack follows Iranian strikes on Iraq and Syria less than a day earlier, as Tehran lashes out following a dual suicide bombing this month claimed by the Sunni militant group Islamic State, which is ISIS, that killed over 90 people. The state-run IRNA news agency and state television had said that missiles and drones were used in strikes in Pakistan, which were not immediately acknowledged by the Pakistani government. Jaish al-Adl, or the Army of Justice, is a Sunni militant group founded in 2012, which largely operates across the border in Pakistan. Iran has fought in border areas against the militants, but a missile and drone attack on Pakistan would be unprecedented for Iran. The militants have claimed bombings and kidnapped Iranian border police in the past. So these militants inside of Pakistan have been battling it out with Iran for quite some time now. Looks like at least about 10 years or so. So this has been something that's been ongoing. And I think Iran's just taking advantage of this opportunity when they're over here attacking Iraq and Syria yesterday to go after these guys over in Pakistan as well. So Iran is becoming unhinged, guys. They are just attacking everybody now. And this is only going to continue to fuel tensions in the Middle East, and it's only going to make everything worse, okay? So officials in Pakistan did not immediately respond to requests for comment, okay? And also, I wanted to note here, well, this is what happened yesterday. We had Iran's, this is when they attacked the Israeli spy headquarters near our U.S. consulate. I made a whole video about that if you guys want to go watch it. It was when Iran launched a bunch of ballistic missiles going into Iraq and Syria. You can hop on my page and check that out. I got more information on what happened here. But I wanted to kind of go over this here. So Iraq on Tuesday called the attacks, which killed several civilians, a blatant violation of Iraq's sovereignty, and recalled its ambassador from Tehran. So this is in regards to what happened yesterday, what I was mentioning here. When Iraq got attacked and that that Israeli, headquarters that got bombed, and multiple other sites in Iraq got bombed as well from these ballistic missiles. They called it a blatant violation of Iraq's sovereignty. And whenever countries say that, whenever they come out and say that their sovereignty's been breached or violated in some sort of way, a lot of times what can happen is war can be declared, guys. It's just like if Russia were to accidentally hit Romania, which did happen several times, or Moldova or Poland or something like that. They could easily be like, hey, this was a breach in our sovereignty, and now because we're part of NATO, we're gonna declare is Article 4 and attack you, right? So I thought it was interesting that Iraq said this, and we'll have to see what Iraq does, and maybe they will retaliate, or maybe they will declare war against Iran for bombing them like this. Okay, so I want to just kind of go over that with you real quick and just fill you guys in on what's going on here. That's the latest on what's happening with Iran right now. This information literally just came out today, just this morning at 10:58 a.m. Pacific time. So yeah, it's crazy what's happening, guys. Major escalation. Iran, like I said, they're becoming unhinged and they're just starting to attack everybody. And I've really been thinking about this. So we have a potential, especially with what happened yesterday, we have a potential of Trump coming back to the White House in November. Okay, so will it happen? We don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see what happens when we get to the election, right? But there's a high chance that he may get back in, and if he gets back in, what's going to happen with all these wars? So there's so many countries right now that are short on time. If they want to start attacking other people and stuff like that, they got to do it now, because if Trump gets back in, he's going to be much harder on everybody. Not like how Biden is, not throwing softballs. Trump is gonna put the hammer fist down on people. Okay, and he won't allow this kind of stuff to happen throughout the world, and he will dominate, utilizing the America as being the world superpower. He will make sure that America remains the world superpower. At least that's what he attempts to do, right? But with Biden, it's completely opposite, and we're not seeing that. So that's why all these countries are starting to attack each other, and everyone's just kind of doing whatever they want because they're not afraid of America no more. Okay, so I have a video here that, excuse me, that basically talks about Trump saying that he can end the Ukraine war in a day. That literally, if he gets into office, within a day or so, he'll have the war ended in Ukraine. Okay, so we'll talk a little bit about this after I show you this video. So just go ahead and watch this real quick and let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Turn that up.
I will prevent, and very easily, World War III, very easily. Before I even arrive at the Oval Office, I will have the disastrous war between Russia and Ukraine settled. It will be settled quickly. I will get the problem solved, and I will get it solved in rapid order, and it will take me no longer than one day. I know exactly what to say to each of them. I got along very well with them. I will prevent.
Okay, so if you guys saw what he was saying there, he said he'll prevent World War III and he will put an end to the war in Ukraine and Russia, right? I really got to thinking about this, and I think it is very possible that he could put an end to the war in Ukraine. Because before this war even happened, Trump was in office, and right when he got out of office, soon later, that's when Putin rolled into Ukraine. So I think Putin was strategically waiting for Trump to get out of office and then to see the weakness in Biden before he decided to just roll in and take over Ukraine. So yes, I do think Trump could definitely put an end to that war pretty quickly. I don't know if it happened in a day, maybe, according to him, that it would. But I started thinking about this a lot, and I was like, what if there's more wars than just Ukraine? What if we have Taiwan and China? What if we have North Korea and South Korea? What if we have, Iran and United States and all the proxies against the United States and Israel and all these wars just breaking out everywhere? We've got destabilization happening right now in Africa. We've got, several countries in South America that are becoming destabilized and they're ready to attack each other too over resources and different things like that. But what if all these things are happening at the same time? Even if Trump gets into office, is it really going to prevent World War III? What if World War III is already going on before he even gets in? That's my main concern. Because if he even gets in, or maybe they'll suspend elections, who knows what'll happen? I don't know. If we're in like a major war, I wouldn't be surprised if elections get suspended. There's so many unknowns here, but when I was really thinking about it, I was like, okay, that's great that he can put an end to the war in Ukraine, but we won't be able to, no one will have the power to put an end to all these wars going on at the same time, which is what I'm anticipating. I'm anticipating war to break out everywhere, okay, in all these different areas, and Russia and Ukraine, and Russia and potentially with us, the United States, Europe. There's so much information coming out, and we even had some German documents that were leaked just in the last 48 hours that were talking about war with Russia by 2025, basically, okay, and that Europe was preparing for this, and you can kind of see that they're doing that. They're moving a lot of troops around. There's so much happening, and it really makes me wonder if Trump really is going to be able to put an end to all that. I don't think so. He could put an end to Ukraine and Russia potentially, but what if there's more going on than just that? We're already seeing more than that right now just in the Middle East. So keep your head on a swivel, guys. Anything can happen, and don't expect that somebody coming into office is going to save us, because if this thing really gets bad and spirals out of control, it's going to get nasty, and I feel like it's really going to be every man for himself. Every man, woman, child for themselves. You're going to have to take care of yourself and not rely on the government to protect you. So definitely make sure you are preparing for that, and take care of yourself and take care of your family and your kids, and be safe. And I'll keep you guys updated on this story. I'm sure there's going to be more coming out in the next few hours or 24 hours. So I'll update you guys again as more information comes out, but that's the latest on what's going on with Iran. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one. Take care and God bless.